I said in the comments section of my Grace Randolph video that I wasn't gonna make a video on this guy because then I'd just be redundant because I basically say the same things to him as I would be saying to her. But you know what? Thinking about it critically, I'm just gonna do this really quick because, like, seriously, I can't even, like, I don't even know where to start with this guy. But to get my thoughts out real quick, because I'm not gonna make this in a long video, this is just gonna be a really short, like, little thing. Buddy, Matt Walsh, if you think that Sonic 3 is a super dark film not suitable for kids, I'd like to ask what decade you were born in, because you do realize that back in the 1980s there were a lot of kids films that were super dark, right? Like, do you not know about the Never-Ending Story? Excuse me. Do you not know any movies made by Don Bluth at the time? Like The Land Before Time or All Dogs Go to Heaven? Or anything made by him? Like, seriously. Or any classic Disney movies that were coming around at that time. Because, let me tell you that there were a lot of kids movies with dark elements and themes way before Sonic 3 ever came out. So, if you think that this movie is not suitable for children, then, I really, really hate to see your opinion on every other movie that came out prior to this one that has dark scenes in it. Because trust me, there are a lot of movies with dark moments in them. A lot of movies aimed at children with dark moments. But guess what? They're still kids' films, because even if they have dark moments, they're still made in a way that allow children to watch it without getting freaked out, but still being able to comprehend the themes being portrayed to them. In fact, your video is actually insulting to children because you're insinuating that kids can't handle dark themes like death or stuff like that. And to be fair, Sonic 3 isn't even all that dark. I mean, honestly, Maria's death scene was tragic. It was pretty dark, but it's not like it was graphic or gruesome. There was just a big explosion, and then we immediately cut to her body lying on the ground. There's no blood, there's no gore, there's nothing. It's just, she's just lying there on the ground, a bit dirty and disheveled from the explosion, but relatively still intact. I mean, come on. Have you seen, like, war photos in school when they're teaching you about World War I or II? Have you seen what happens to people when they're actually caught in explosions in real life? They're usually blown into pieces, okay? I've met homeless veterans on the street when I had to do an anthropology project for college, and I did a project about the homelessness problem in America, and I interviewed a bunch of homeless people in New York City. Some of them were veterans. I know what it looks like to miss a limb based on an explosion. I know from looking at photos in my textbook in history class in high school. I know what it looks like when someone's caught in an explosion. It's not pretty. Maria, on the other hand, in this movie, she looked perfectly freaking fine for someone who got caught in the direct path of an explosion. So if you think her death scene was dark, newsflash, it really freaking wasn't. It was only a little dark, because yes, a young child died, but it could have been a whole lot worse given that she was caught in an explosion. So seriously, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. This movie is, whether you think it's dark or not, it's still relatively kid-friendly, because at the end of the day, these movies weren't just made for Sonic the Hedgehog fans. They were also made for children to enjoy. And unlike most kids' movies nowadays that are really pandering or stupid or insult the intelligence of children, these movies respect the intelligence of their audience, both the children and the Sonic fans, and they also know how to treat them with the proper respect. If this movie was dark and kids felt a little bit weary watching it, then that's a good thing. Kids should be exposed to dark elements, not overly graphic material, but just dark enough. I think the concept of death is something every child needs to learn at least at some point in their life, so that they're better prepared for it in the future. If you don't understand that, then I worry about the kids in your care, Mr. Good Dad who thinks this movie isn't suitable for his children. I'm not gonna, like, stand here and insult you or anything. I don't know you in real life, but I will say that your critique of this movie is downright abysmal. Like, you need to rewatch this film and reevaluate your opinion, because it is 100% absolutely unequivocally wrong. This movie may have dark themes, but that doesn't mean it's not a suitable kids film. That's all I had to say for now. Toshi the Panda signing out. See y'all next time.